Today's word is coming from Daniel chapter 6, verses 16 through 23. And it says, so at last the king gave orders for Daniel to be arrested and thrown into the den of lions. The king said to him, "May your God, whom you serve so faithfully, rescue you." A stone was brought and placed over the mouth of the den. The king sealed the stone with his royal seal, and Daniel, make sure this volume is up, you all, so that no one could rescue Daniel. Then the king returned to his palace and spent the night fasting. He refused his usual entertainment and couldn't sleep at all that night. Very early the next morning, the king got up and hurried out to the lion's den. When he got there, he called out in anguish, "Daniel, servant of the living God, was your God whom you serve so faithfully able to rescue you from the lions?" Daniel answered, "Long live the king. My God sent his angel to shut the lions' mouths so that they would not hurt me. For I have been found innocent in his sight, and I have not wronged you, your majesty." So what I received today, it's like when I read those verses, I was filled with excitement and instantly encouraged to get on and talk to you all so that you all could push through the things that you might be facing. But before I get into that, I want you to know that God is leading you into a place where the situations you face and the people coming up against you will not be able to enter in. Some of us are going through what we call a pruning stage. And that's when people and things that are coming up against you causing your life to be hindered. So anything that stops what God has purposed for yours to be renewed and grown in, God is removing that. That's called the pruning stage. Don't try to hold on to the very thing God is saying, let go. It won't work. You will see that it won't work because this very situation you're facing, one way or another, you're going to have to let it go. Okay. God is also calling for those with fear to get to a point in their lives to where they are beginning to let that fear go, stand on God and trust him and know that he has everything together. And one more thing I wanted to share with you all. Oh, let me give you the full definition of pruning. Pruning is not a punishment for you. It is a reward. Pruning enhances spiritual growth by removing whatever inhibits spiritual growth. All serious pruning hurts. Pruning hurts. Some of you all are in a lot of pain because you don't realize what stage you're in. You don't realize what God is trying to, like Daniel in that lion's den, and quiet yourself. Some of us need to learn defends us. Daniel trusted in God. He leaned not on his own understanding, and in all ways he acknowledged God. He didn't allow anybody to pressure him, so much so, hey everybody, he didn't allow people to pressure him so much so that he began to fall out of his character. He knew that God would show. He knew that he was blameless in the sight of the Lord, and that he was being falsely accused by people who he did not wrong. He was set up. And in the midst of all that, the same enemies that tried to trap him later on began to be trapped. They fell into their own schemes. They were killed trying to kill him. So it doesn't pay to do things evil in the sight of the Lord, thinking that you're going to be able to get away with it. But these people were, to me, ignorant. They didn't realize, they didn't even believe that the God he served was real. And also, I talked about the pruning. Some of us don't understand that in our life situations, the things that we face, the things that we feel are too tough for us, it's the time that we flourish the most. That time when you're feeling harshly treated, that time when you're disappointed, that's the best time where God can actually get you to see who you really are. A lot of us are sitting on gifts we don't use unless pressure picks up. A lot of us knows that our tongue, the tongues, God has blessed us to be able to speak, is supposed to be used daily throughout our lives. Before our feet even touch the ground, we're supposed to be speaking in tongues. Those of you with those gifts, and you just sit on it and you don't, and things pile up so high that you feel like you're getting ready to drown, then you put it to work. A lot of us have the gift of prayer, being able to go before God and to talk to him and to leave it all there and not leave out the way that you came in. You should begin to pray before your feet even hit the bed. Don't sit on what is willing to keep you in the know, but you have to do your part as well. There is nothing God will hit if you learn to use what he's given you. So that's going to be it today. I told you I wouldn't hold you all long. It was just a quick word of encouragement to help you to diagnose some of the things you might be dealing with in life. And I got to go cook for my kids now. They'll be coming through the door any second. So I will see you all next time.